Thank you. How many of you have financial plan in place? Wow, good. How many of you are financial advisor? So that is the reason I come here to share with you. My name is JESSVY. Welcome you to my workshop, Financial Planning. And how many of you agree that during this beautiful Sunday afternoon, you can spend your time well somewhere else? So thank you very much for spending your time and make your effort to be here. I will make sure your time will be well spent. During this workshop, you are going to take for 3 points. First, maybe I will ask you, I will share with you cornerstone, financial planning for the cornerstone. How many of you think that 3, or maybe you can write in your notes that 3 main points according to your financial plan? How many of you can write down your notes that 3 main points you think that is important to the financial plan?
Our own financial plan.
Yes, the 3 major points for your financial plan. Okay, you have 1 minute. Okay, wrap it up. Time's up. Find a partner, A and B.
Okay, financial plan. What is important for you in the financial plan? Very important.
Partner A. Partner B. Good. Partner A. Point to partner B. You start first.
You start first. To have a house. Whatever the necessity.
Okay, switch.
Again, for me, financial plan is able to retire comfortably without worrying about my medical, my hospitalization.
So I was thinking about how to buy the insurance if I already have, or what I'm going to cover. So I was thinking about that. To buy insurance, for example, medical.
Okay, begin to finish it up. Stop.
What else?
Who would like to share your 3 main points of financial plan? Yes.
It must be secure and
Secure.
safe.
Safe.
Yeah, safe and secure.
Yes. Safe and secure also.
And it must be lasting, can last to my next generation.
Next generation. How many generation?
Can I be part of your generation?
I need to adopt you then.
Call mommy quick. Mommy.
And it must, of course, produce profit.
Produce profit. Earning.
Growth, must have growth potential.
Growth potential. How many of you agree with her?
Yes.
Yes. And give her a round of applause.
Yes.
Anyone else want to share? Yes.
I will follow basically the company financial statement for my own. One is always P&L. What is income, my expense, all that, that will be P&L, so a company corporate staff.
P and profit and loss.
Profit and loss. The second is always balance sheet, assets and liability. Is my asset growing? Am I increasing having assets? Like writing a book is my assets.
Okay.
And then the other thing is cash flow.
Yes.
Cash flow.
Wow. Lawrence. Very good. Man of wisdom. Yeah, man of experience.
Let me meet him after the work.
Give him a round of applause.
Yes.
So we have here secure, safe, and
Lasting.
lasting and profit
Perfect.
to the next generation as well. And we have P&L, profit and loss statement, and balance sheet.
Or bullshit, you then balance
Bullshit. Bullshit. Balance sheet. Bullshit.
sheet. You don't have a balance sheet, you're bullshitting.
If you don't have the balance sheet, that is a bullshit. If you have, then it become a profit.
Perfect.
Six is cash flow. Okay, I'm going to share with you, and all this is come from what you share, and now I'm going to share with you what I'm going to share to relate to what your financial plan.
Wow.
This is a cornerstone, and first I'm going to relate to according to your secure. So mine here is medical.
Medical.
Yes. With the medical, you can medical wealth, you can health, you will have your secure and safe. Second is P for profit, but here is for personal accident. If they say don't have any personal accident, you will make your profit later on. And what's the third? Make a guess. What's the
Investment.
yes? Probably because during that will be L.
Death.
It's last loan for your life.
Last
Last loan.
Last loan
Last
your
long
life
for
is
your
life
Lasting.
lasting
lasting.
for your next generation and for your life.
Legacy.
Or legacy.
Yes, legacy.
If you are not married like Hock Chong Hao,
He has
Charity.
He has so
Yes,
many
charity.
charities to give.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has family members.
Exactly, family members. Yes.
Or friends.
Oh, friends, yeah. I'm very good friends. Yeah, be my friends. I'll distribute my money to you.
Yes. Give yourself a round of applause. Since we are going to spend for next half an hour together, would that be okay if I share a little bit background of myself?
Yes.
Thank you. For the past 13 years, I was in financial industry. And one of my clients, actually I work with the company, and the company is bad debt or deficit for 40K. And I work with my team for 3 months. We help him to overcome the deficit and collect all the tax fee we hold by the tax agency for 40,000 Singapore dollars. And another case is I work with a company who is newly started up, and for first half year they don't have a proper financial system. And when I step in, I help them to start up the proper financial system. And during the first year, they have because they have a proper financial planning, they have the first 2 million earning profit after the cost is net profit. How many of you think that would be good?
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you. That is because during so many cases, I realized that not many people they know how to do the financial planning properly. If they say they can do the financial planning properly, they could have a better financial situation. So I think that I can help my clients and do all these things. During last year, I started for my personal development journey. And at the MMI or TTT, I realized that I should share my knowledge with more people so that more people can benefit. And instead of I share one-to-one to my client, I can help everybody who come to my workshop and they can do financial planning by themselves. And what if they can learn and they can share with more people? I think that is my calling to do this workshop. That is the reason I'm here to share with you. How many of you are excited to listen more?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. And for the medical, how many of you think that medical is related to our financial plan?
Yes.
How do you think that if they say the medical, according how much money we have, if they say the most expensive bed in the world is?
Hospitalization.
Yes, thank you. Well, if we don't plan properly, all the money will go to contribute to the hospital.
Yes.
So in Singapore, we have a shield plan is to cover all the critical illness when you are hospitalized or whatever. But what if when we are in hospitalized, we can't work? Where does the income come from? What if for example, I today total permanent disability, who is going to support me? So we have to plan accordingly. So we have to do a comprehensive plan here on top of government shield plan. And this is for your tools. When we are in hospitalized, we will claim from here. If the critical illness or whatever serious situation, we will be in hospitalized and then we claim from here. What if personal accident? One word we say, we don't know whether the tomorrow will come first or accident will come first. How many of you will agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. So, for example, the personal accident can be big and can be small. The small one, for example, that the little boy behind, once he ate something and got food poisoning. In Singapore, we go to the KK hospital, A&E, last time is $80 they just charge. And now it's $105 they just charge. And so if I don't have plan for this personal accident, I got to pay from my pocket.
Yes.
But because I have this, so the financial plan will help me take care of this part. And another thing is that my friend, they went for, how many of you eat crab?
Crap.
Crab. Yes. Crab. One of my friends, the family went to the crab restaurant, eat the crab. Because I'm not sure how London eat the crab. Use a
tongue.
yes. In Singapore, use the same, the cracker. But then I think my friend's husband think that his teeth is very strong, so bite.
And a tea broke.
Yes, and bite a crab in his teeth. And we know that medical is not going to take care of the teeth. And there's two ways to do with this broken teeth. One is
Pull it out. put it out.
Yes, thank you, Hwa Chong. One is put it out, and it's pretty, call it cheaper, 200 or 300 Sing dollars. And another is you do the crowning.
Crowning expensive.
Crowning in Singapore is cost about 4,500.
Wow.
And it's not taken care of here. Because for the medical, at least you have to stay in the hospital for 1 day.
Wow.
Or have to do the operation more than 6 hours. And because the crowding is just for 2 or 3 hours, that they will settle it. So the 4,500 have to pay from cash from your pocket.
A lot of money.
Yes, and lucky enough, my friend, he helped her family to take care of all this. So the personal assistant plan take care of this part. Yes. How many of you want to have your family members to take care of? Have this financial plan to take care of?
Yes.
Thank you. And last part is L. L for life.
I love.
Love, yes. Love for the life.
Love for life.
Love
for
for
life.
love.
Love, we have 4 parts. One is death. If death happens, life is end. Correct. And another is total permanent disability.
Yes. It's enable.
And critical illness.
Cancer.
And the last is retirement.
Retirement.
Yes. Critical illness, death, we know that if you plan well, imagine if you are a high net worth people, what if you have died yesterday and your family members don't know where your properties are and don't know where your treasures to hide? If you plan this well, and at least your family or next generation will handle it well, don't have a fight on the court. And for total permanent disability, if we are still alive, still need to go on our daily life. But how are we going to support our daily expenses, and especially some expenses, medical expenses to go into for because of this TPD? Of course, we know nowadays, since cancer or other critical illness, it seems more often. For example, my friend, he is just 30 years old, and he is very healthy and always get involved in activities like jogging. And one fine day, he was in the meeting and the friend touched on his part here, saying that there is something in here, advised him to go for see the doctor. He said, it doesn't matter, I'm very healthy, I always exercise and always go for gym or whatever. So he didn't plan. On the Saturday, he went for, I think marathon, and he finished everything. The following Thursday, finally he made an appointment, go to the hospital to do the checkup. And he was diagnosed 4th stage,
Wow.
stage 4. And the doctor announced that he only had 3 months life. But because he planned well for this plan, so the financial plan taking care of all his financial, all his medical bills. He's lucky, his life is extended from 3 months to 11 months. But how many of you can give a guess how much is the medical bill it is
Expensive. Very expensive.
150,000.
for 11 months? For his last 11 months, how much is it?
300,000?
Million.
No, 100,000.
150, yes.
Yes, Didi was correct. 900 plus thousand, near
Wow.
a million.
Wow.
Well, then you.
And did he survive?
Just extended
11
from
months.
3 months to 11 months
And
and
died.
end.
So those money are wasted.
But your loved one is not wasted.
Yes.
Like you do whatever to save your
You
loved
can
one.
say it's wasted
But it's wasted.
because all the loved ones don't want him to
Of
die
course.
soon.
Yeah.
But because he's doing the financial plan properly, so the financial planning help him to take care of this part.
Wow.
So we think that it's very important to do all this part.
Yes.
I can see Harry show
Don't
this.
worry,
Oh,
yes. Financial
Yes.
planning.
that is the reason I think the problem is here. What if you died yesterday?
No, we're still here.
No more problem.
Yeah, I think I'd rather die than I'd rather die than get
No,
sick.
I think what if you died yesterday, when your family complain about they getting extra $100, 100,000 check
Oh.
because of this. Yeah, of course because of the felt sad about losing. But on top of that, because you do the financial plan and they receive extra 100,000 check, I believe they won't complain about this check.
Yes.
Agree?
Yes.
Yes. And that I shared with you earlier, because if they say you are a high net worth and then you don't know, maybe something happens and then your children or your family member don't know what your treasure hiding, don't know where your property is, maybe in Singapore, in USA and in Korea, so many places. For that, we have a plan we have a professional lawyer to come to you. You make a schedule, make an appointment with you. They will have a one-to-one to discuss with you, make a specific agreement with you. Just do it for you, customize.
Wow.
How many of you think that would be great?
Yes.
Yes. That is the part we think that is important to bring all of you, and to combine all my knowledge to share with all of you here, I created one workshop. The workshop will be January 2019 in Singapore. And for and I have, through the past 13 years, plus especially since last year, I have passed for all the personal development courses, and I have spent $50,000 on my courses. And my course is $5,999. And I think out of the market price normally will be 100 or more than 20,000. While my cost is just for $5,999. And for 20 years ago, my second brother, he bought the insurance for all our families. We have a big family, about 10 people. every people buy the insurance about $2,000, and then during that time, my mom said it's crazy. You just waste the money to buy all the insurance, and we think so. But things happen is here. 10 years ago, my second brother suicide, and because he is actually is the depression, under depression, and because he has the insurance, so after he get all the claims, so his family members is well taken care of, and his son from there is a secondary, so the tuition until college is taken care. And my mother, who is disagree with what he bought the insurance, and from there onwards until later on maybe my parents will die, every month she gets paid. So my mother think that although the son is gone, but still with her. And another thing is, we always want to taking care of our families, and I have a lot of stories. And my third brother is, let's say, 2 years ago, he was supposed to be in another country, another city, 200 or 300 miles away from our own country, own city. And on the specific day, he come back because of some issues he need to settle. He was supposed to go to our uncle's birthday party, but then he decided to go to his friends, together with his friends in a restaurant. By 6 p.m. he was there, and 6:30 the restaurant burned.
Oh.
The gas explodes.
Oh.
And on the spot, 2 people died. He was one of them.
Oh no.
For the whole incident, that total 10 people died.
Wow.
And because of our second brother, we have insurance to take care of. But my third brother, his financial have some difficulty, and so he didn't pay for the insurance for past 2 years.
Oh.
And my sister-in-law, actually, he bought some insurance, term insurance for him for 1 million coverage, but due on 1 month ago, he think that it's not so important, so he just don't pay. So in the end, my brother just moved in the new house for a month, and he has his debt. He leave all his debt behind, and his house, the installment still didn't clear, and his daughter still just 8 years old. No, just all the debt onto my sister-in-law. I believe I don't want same thing to happen all of you. That's why I think it's important for you all of you to come to this financial planning workshop to make sure your financial planning is placed in right place, and you going to take care of your family. How many of you think that have a partner to support you along your financial planning journey is important?
Yes.
So I'm going to do something very special to your partner.
Wow.
Your partner will come with $2,999 because I'm really care of everybody here, and I don't want you to go through the same journey as my family. And this is my first workshop. I honor you if you are become my pioneer group of my developing journey. So if you are the first pioneer group, I'm going to do something very special for you. If you are serious enough, you want to have a change to your life, you want to have your family financial planning in place, you want to take care of your families, yours financial planning, you do the action now. Take out your phone. Oh. Send me a message if you are in Singapore line. You send me a message. Text me FP Financial Planning. I will give you something very special. If you are overseas clients, you add me in Facebook. Take out your phone, do it now. I'm going to do something very special to you. I will give you 1 minute for you to do that.
What's the special deal?
Okay. I see many of you have taken out your mobile phone. I honor you, and as a bonus to you, I'm going to do you a very special offer. On top of this, I will do before the workshop, I will do you a one-to-one financial planning to you. And I will ask my one-to-one and I will ask my coach, who is in the finance advisor for more than 30 years. He will come to join this one-to-one coach session, just special for you as a pioneer. And the something very special is if you go to stand up, go to the behind and register now. As before that, you send me the message FP. I'm going to do something very special to you now is your friends will come to free. I pay for it.
Wow.
And your price is 0.
Wow.